Hey, MMK here today. I want to start off today with announcing our winners for the July 4th, 2018 drawings for the pictures. Jay Slater from England was the winner. Congratulations, Jay. Lisa Lott from Sweden. Congratulations, Lisa. And Colleen from Arizona. Congratulations, you. Really enjoyed it and had a good time. And in the future, we're looking at putting together a little something else. Had a lot of fun with it. Appreciate all the postcards sent in. They were lovely and fantastic, and really appreciated it. Today we're going to just kind of touch on a few things that people's asked. One was a comment about I had in one of my videos. I had a ZZ Top t-shirt on, but yet I'm doing a video on Elvis. And let me just explain to you. And the best way I can put it is just straightforward the way I do it. First is my Elvis music. There'll never ever be any music to me better than Elvis Presley. But I do, like anybody else, hey, I'm human. I do love a lot of the old bands that I grew up with in high school, and ZZ Top, Journey, Foreigner, just to name Bad Company, just to name a few. But to set that straight, hey, I wear Elvis t-shirts too. I wear all kind of t-shirts, and just like anybody else, hey, I love whatever just strikes my fancy, if you want to call it. So get that put to rest. I had another question, and I really don't like much talking about it, but there was a question that was asked. Everybody always says, "Where were you?" or "Do you remember when Elvis passed away?" I do. I'll never ever forget it. I was actually at football practice. As I've said in previous videos, I went to school at Graceland Junior High, which it was in a subdivision over right behind Graceland, and went there, and I played football there. As a matter of fact, Elvis and Daddy and some of the guys, they rode up a couple times on the trikes to watch us practice, which was a big thrill for me. But anyway, to get back to the story, yeah, I was at football practice, and I remember I was out on the field, and I looked, and I seen a lady come up to the coach. Coach had knew Daddy. They had went to school together back when they were in school, and she come running up. She was all upset, and like I said, I was on the field, but I could see it far away, and I knew something was wrong. Didn't think much about it, and then in a few minutes, Daddy pulled up, and we're like, I mean, we still have an hour or hour and a half better practice. So I'm like, well, something's just not right. Anyway, Daddy walks over and he talks to the coach, and they're talking, and just standing there, kind of, hand motions and talking, and then in the minute, Coach blows his whistle, hollers for me to come over, and I get over there, and I could tell by the look on Daddy's face that something just wasn't right. But anyway, we got in the car, and we started to pull out, and Daddy was always a strong man. Never really seen him cry or nothing, but you could tell by his eyes that something really had him upset, and he just kind of out of nowhere said, "I got something to tell you." I said, "Okay." He's like, "It's like Elvis is gone. He's passed away." And I'm like, "No." And don't take me wrong. I don't mean no harm by it. But Vernon, Elvis's father, was sick at the time. He'd been having some problems and stuff, and he'd been real sick. And I said, "No." I said, "No, you mean Vernon?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "I mean Elvis." And I'm like, no. And he's like, "No, it was Elvis." And he's like, I'll tell you more about it, when we get home. And I said, "Okay." We had it seemed like a forever, and it was only like I said, 10, 15 minutes at most from the school to our house, and it seemed like forever. But we got there. By the time we got from school at that time, when we left and got to Graceland, at that time there was people already crowding up around Graceland, and it was just I don't know. It's a day I'll never forget, but it's a day that I wish it never happened. But we can't change history. But with that being said, you know, just that's where I was, and like I said, don't like to talk about it much, but just I was asked, so I thought I'd share that part with you. Another thing I'd like to say, yeah, let's get back on maybe let's try to end this on a little happier note. A little cue I was going to put in that was a memory that I never ever forgot was, and I'm not totally sure on the date. I want to say, you know, 75, 76, but Elvis was getting ready to go on tour. And there was a lot of the guys and Dad and Elvis and all. We were out on the front porch of Graceland, and he was getting ready to leave, and he just turned around and put his hand out and shook my hand, and I remember looking, and it was like, you know, shaking his hand was like magical, you know, to me at the time. And he said, you know, he said, I'm going on tour, and he's like, you know, take care of yourself, and I'll see you when I get back. I said, okay, you know, yeah, see you. And like I said, that was a memory that stuck out to me. That was just fantastic and wonderful. Wanted to let, like I said, wanted to kind of end it on a happy note. I hope you enjoyed it. Look, in the future, we're gonna have some real good videos coming out real soon. We've also got a little bit of merchandise, like some t-shirts, some bracelets, some car decals, and we're gonna have them at John Daly's event in Memphis during Elvis week. I believe it's at the Holiday Inn. I'll get more information after to you if you hadn't seen it. But we're gonna have a fantastic time, and I'm actually gonna be up there for the weekend. I can't remember. I think it's the 11th and the 12th, and then my brother Joey's going to be up there, and Mom and Dad I think is going to be up there on Wednesday. But a family member will be up there pretty much the whole event. So y'all come out, talk to us, and we'll have a good time. And until then, remember, we always live Elvis.